Do you want to cruise to exotic destinations for a fraction of the price? There's a little known secret in the cruise world that can save you thousands. It's called repositioning cruises. And it's really our secret weapon and the secret weapon of budget savvy travelers. Get ready because we're about to spill the beans on how you can score these amazing deals and change the way you travel forever. We've curated 5 killer repositioning cruise deals that you do not want to miss out on. Plus, we have our 5 top tips to make sure your next repositioning cruise is going to be perfect. In fact, you can actually sail for under $100 per day. Yep, that's right. It includes your transportation, all of your food, your lodging, entertainment, the tips, taxes, fees, all the standard inclusions that the cruise lines provide, and literally for under $100 per day. Wait till you see these deals. But first, let's start with our top tips. Our first tip is always book early. I'm going to share with you 5 amazing deals in just a few minutes, but you're going to want to grab these if you're interested because these tend to book up quickly. So if you book early, you're going to secure the best deal. You know what also happens when you book early? You get your choice of cabin. If you wait too long, you're going to get that cabin that is underneath the nightclub, and it's going to be a lot of noise. If you can, be flexible and book early. That's going to typically save you a lot.
Tip number 2, the most popular repositioning routes out there are transatlantic cruises. And this is not just from Florida to, say, Rome. Don't forget, you can also go from like New York to Greenland and to Iceland to get to Europe. Panama Canal crossings, also wildly popular. You can go from one coast of the US to the other. And the third one is the Transpacific voyages.
And actually, we have, I think, maybe four repositioning cruises already booked in 2024 and 2025. We're doing Panama Canal crossing. We're doing, I believe, 2 different transatlantics. We do these all the time. All right. So the next tip is bigger is better for repositioning cruises. Look, this is our philosophy. We really believe that it's much better when you're doing a repositioning cruise to book on a larger cruise ship. We love small ship cruising. We have multiple videos in our channel that we talk about, for instance, our love of Azamara cruises when there's 600 people on board on a very small ship. However, on transatlantic and transpacific, we think you want a bigger ship. Why? For a lot of reasons. Number one, there's going to be a lot more to do. There's going to be a lot more restaurant choices. There's going to be much better amenity choices. It's going to be a lot more about the ship. It's going to be smoother. Sometimes when you're doing these repositioning cruises, you may not always have perfect weather. Bigger ship tends to handle it better.
Tip number 3 has to do with prioritizing onboard experiences. What do I mean by this? This is your transportation, but you have a lot of sea days. What you want to do is take advantage of everything that the ship has to offer. So rejuvenate. This is the spa, the fitness center. We always take advantage of the gym and sometimes the spa as well. Entertainment. You'll see better production shows too. So enjoy the entertainment and all the onboard activities, dining in style, from the dining room to all the specialty restaurants. You want to take advantage of everything you can as far as that goes. Sometimes there's cooking classes or other specialty events as well.
Your transportation is going to be done in style by doing it this way. All right, tip number 4, you got to embrace the journey. Like Monica mentioned, you've got a lot of sea days. So you do have to be able to slow down a little bit. You may want to connect with other people on the ship. Everybody else is going a little bit slower pace. So it's nice to be able to get to know some people. You don't have to.
Some of us don't have any trouble slowing down on a cruise ship. Mark doesn't like to slow down, but I do.
However, what we've typically been able to do is we just work on board. There's usually these days Starlink internet. So one of the things I like to do is just take advantage of those long sea days, do some work, get caught up on everything so we can enjoy the stops that we have on these repositioning cruises. There's a lot going on the big ships. You could fill your entire day and you'll be shocked how quickly your day goes. Trust me, all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and it's almost time for dinner. But you should have some ability to be able to, slow down a little bit and enjoy the journey. Let me give you this bonus tip as well. We're going to talk in a little bit about some of the places that you're going to stop on the way of your repositioning cruises. Now, you're going to have a lot of sea days, so you're not going to have a lot of stops typically, but you're going to have some pretty nice ones. My suggestion really on a repositioning is to try to save money and just avoid the ship excursions. They're usually not necessary because these ships tend to go to some of the bigger, more well-known ports that are very easy just to go off the ship and start to explore on your own. I'm going to put a link down below where I'm going to show you a way that you can use AI, ChatGPT, and have it create for you an amazing shore day. And you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars with the cruise line. This can save you $500 to $1,000 per person on your repositioning cruise. And that's a bonus tip for you. And I'll put a link down below to the video we did on this as well.
Tip number 5, sail on newer ships for less. The newer the ship is, typically the more expensive it's going to be. But the exception is when it is repositioning to a different season or a different region for the season. And then you can grab a great deal on the new ships. So this lets you sail on the newer ships for less.
Yeah, in fact, let me give you an example of what Monica's talking about. So we sailed on the Odyssey of the Seas. It's a fairly new ship for Royal Caribbean. We sailed on it in April of this year, 2024, and we went from Florida to Rome. Now, we're also booked on it to come back from Europe in November. So we'll be coming back from Europe, and this time we're going to go to New York. However, typically, this is a newer ship, so it's going to be more expensive. So on the left side, by the way, this is the repositioning price, $989 for an inside cabin, and a balcony is $1,200. That's 14 nights, by the way, on a repositioning. Now, the same cruise ship on a different cruise in the Caribbean and only 12 nights, that inside cabin would cost you twice as much, $2,000. The balcony would be $2,700. Look at that. That's over double. Okay. The ocean view cabin, over double. But many times twice as much. Same ship, same everything, same restaurant, same entertainment. But by doing a repositioning, you can save 50% or more. So this is something that you'll get to do. So if you want to sell on one of those new ships, save a ton of money, do it on a repositioning cruise. Let me also mention right now, if you're getting some value out of this and the deals to come that I'm about to share, if you wouldn't mind, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. This tells us that you like these type of videos on cruising and saving money with cruising. We have all kinds of tips to share. We've been on 45 plus cruises and multiple repositioning cruises. So we want to share the journey with you and as well as some more tips that we have. In addition, if you use this QR code, you'll actually go to our website and you'll get our top recommendations of our favorite gear. We travel full time.
It's all been personally tested by us.
And also on that page, you're going to see a box like this. Put your email in there because I put together a guide on how you can save 50% or more while traveling anywhere. You're traveling part-time, full-time, or retired travel. We've got all kinds of great tips to save you a lot of money. So go ahead and put your email in. Just use the QR code, or you see the link there as well, digitalromance.com and favorite travel gear. All right, it's deal time. This is my favorite part of this video. We have found 5 pretty amazing deals. When we found some of these, we were thinking of booking 1 or 2 of these. So let me show you what we've got. So our first deal is a Transatlantic Cruise. It's April 2025. It's on Celebrity Cruises. So Celebrity tends to be a step above the mass market cruise lines like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Princess, and it's on the Constellation. So the trick here is this is a little bit older ship for Celebrity, but they have refurbished it on a regular basis. So it's still in really nice condition, but this is an amazing deal. This is 16 nights. You're going to start in Florida, in Tampa, and go to Rome, Italy, and you're going to stop in Bermuda, Gibraltar, Cartagena in Spain, and Barcelona in Spain. So you get some really nice stops, but check this out. This is amazing. The pricing. This includes the cruise fare, your taxes, your port fees, your gratuities, the main standard inclusions. And from Celebrity, that's not going to be specialty restaurants or Wi-Fi, but a lot's going to be included. An inside cabin is $132 per couple, not per person, per couple, less than $70 per person per day. And it also includes your transportation. That's amazing. Can you even book a Hilton Garden Inn for $132 per day? I don't think so. We book hotels all the time. We were in Albania recently. We stayed at a Marriott, and Albania is very inexpensive, but even the Marriott there was more expensive. And remember, this includes everything. If you prefer a balcony cabin, don't worry. It's only $182 per couple per day. That is phenomenal. Think about just flying from Florida to Italy for 2 people. What we're going to do is we're going to put the links down below for each one of these so you can go and get the full details. And when we're recording this, that's the deals that are available now. So just be aware. Like I told you, if you don't book early, the prices will start to go up. But don't worry, there's always another deal like this. And we'll do future videos if you want, if you give us that thumbs up, and we'll continue to find you these type of deals. We've got 4 more deals to come here.
Cruise number 2 is another transatlantic cruise. And this one's coming back from Europe. So Rome to Fort Lauderdale. It's 15 nights. And you hit islands like Sardinia, you hit Malaga, Casablanca in Morocco, Madeira Island, spectacular in Portugal, and even some of the Canary Islands. And then you come all the way back to Florida. So tell them about the price on this.
Yeah, this one,
Great.
this one's another incredible deal. Just a few dollars higher than the last one, $138 per couple per day, and includes all of the standard inclusions. Yes, you can spend more. You can do specialty restaurants. That's going to cost you a bit more. If you need to Wi-Fi or you need alcoholic beverages, those are up to you. You don't have to spend that money. So you just decide what you need on the cruise. But again, pretty phenomenal deal. Now, a balcony on this one is a bit more expensive at $276 per couple per day. But again, I'm booking hotel rooms all the time. It's not unusual for me to see hotel rooms are 300, 400, $500 per night. They don't include anything, usually not even breakfast. We're staying in an AC Marriott hotel right now as we record this. There's breakfast included, and we are definitely not spending $138 per day. Oh, the next really great deal. I was blown away by this one. This is a transatlantic. It's in April of 2025. So now we're going back from Fort Lauderdale, in this case to Rome. So you've had dreams of visiting Europe. You want to do it a little bit slower. You want to be a little slower getting there. This is the way to do it. And we didn't even talk about this. Once you're in Rome, you can continue your trip, your vacation, stay there for a while before you fly back, or take a repositioning cruise back. Some people do that if you have enough time. If you don't, you can always fly back and you're in main airport locations that can be quite affordable on the return. In this case, 15 nights. You're going to stop in Bermuda, Gibraltar, Cartagena, Barcelona, and even get to go to Florence. Again, look at this deal. This is the Celebrity Cruises Ascent. This is a brand new ship. This just started sailing a few months ago. We're not always looking at ships that are 20 years old. This is a new ship. For an inside cabin, just $200 per day per couple. Not that much more for a balcony, $281 per couple per day. And again, it includes everything I list there.
Great deal.
Yeah, along with, of course, your transportation as well.
Cruise number 4 is a Transpacific Cruise. Now, this one is really nice. It goes out of Seattle, and now we're going to Asia. It goes to Tokyo. It's a 14-night cruise, and it stops in some ports in Alaska. So that's really fantastic to have a little Alaska before you head off to Asia.
Yeah, it's like a freebie cruise in a way. You get an Alaskan cruise. And by the way, at the end of the cruise, you end up in Tokyo, Japan. It's probably one of our favorites. We did another video on this. We've been to, I don't know, 94, 95 countries now, and we put Tokyo in our top 3 of everything. So you can then, when you're in Tokyo, have this incredible vacation and trip, and then come back at your leisure. Again, check out this deal. This is on also a newer ship. It's not an old ship at all from Princess. It's $216 per couple per day, and a balcony, not that much more, still under $300 per couple per day. So incredibly compelling. And these are available right now. We've also done a video where we suggested you book through a cruise only specialist. And by the way, they will reach you back onboard credit. So if you're very serious about booking one of these, we're not travel agents. We don't get any credit, any commissions for any of this. But if you would like a referral, you can leave that in a comment down below, or go to our website, digitalromads.com, and use the contact form and say, hey, I'm thinking about maybe booking. Can you forward me your cruise only travel agent? And she typically will give us an amazing deal, additional onboard credit, 5%, 10%, sometimes even more of the cruise cost that you can then use to spend on some of those upgrades on board. All right, cruise number 5, the last deal that we have here just in this video, but we'll be happy to do more of these if you give us a thumbs up. This is a transatlantic cruise back to November 2024. So again, in the fall, we're going from Europe back to Florida because they're repositioning these ships to be able to sail the Caribbean. That's why in the spring, they send them from the Caribbean typically, or the East Coast, to Europe, because that's the start of the Mediterranean cruising season. So this one is going from Rome to Miami, 16 nights. So a lot of these too, you get over half a month of just luxury, right? It's a really amazing way to travel. And this one's going to hit Barcelona, Malaga, Madeira in Portugal, the Canary Islands. So really great stops along the way. Fantastic city like Barcelona and Rome, of course, where you start out. So you can always fly out to Rome, spend a few days there, and then hop on this, or even explore Europe first and then come back on this sailing. You only have to then book an airline flight one way. And maybe you use some of our other advice in our other videos on how to even get a business class lay flat seat for under $100 with points. That would be a great way to do it. Fly to Rome on a lay flat seat, come back on this incredible transatlantic cruise. And by the way, Virgin Voyages, adults only, no kids. Now, you're not going to have a lot of kids typically on transatlantics, right? Or transpacifics, but no kids at all, adult, fun, and Virgin throws in some extras. So on top of everything else that's included, they also include the restaurants, specialty restaurants are all included. You get standard Wi-Fi. Look at this price, $208 per couple per day, and a balcony, not that much more at this time when we're recording the video. This could change, of course, and these deals will come and they will go away, but this should show you what is possible with these repositioning deals.
And we love Virgin Voyages. We've taken 3 of these, and it's a great experience. It's different from any other cruise. And I'll say every cabin has its own hammock. But if it's on a balcony, it's just a great place to vibe at night, just to lay there and look at the sky. They're very comfortable.
We have shown you 5 amazing deals, transatlantic and transpacific. And you can do these for, as you saw, under $150 per cabin per day or per couple per day. So pretty compelling offers. Now you see why we book these all the time. We probably have done how many so far? Transatlantics, probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, and we've done a Trans-Pacific. We did a repositioning that went from Singapore down into Australia. So that's another one we didn't even touch on here. It's another way that you can reposition. There's even repositioning in Europe down to Africa. So there's a lot more opportunities available. We'll do some more videos if you like these and start to share more deals with you. All right, so we're really excited to see if you consider booking. Put that in the comments below. Or if you have any questions about repositioning cruises, what the experiences, we'd be happy to answer. If you find some other compelling deals, share those as well in the comments so other people can potentially hop on those deals. And we're looking forward to our next repositioning cruise, which actually will be in the fall. So we'll see you out there.